Call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders that prophesied and rule well for the hopeful 144 and the 1/3 of Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel, starting at the house of great millstone. Shalom to you, Akim, who teach and learn in sincerity. Shalom to the Akwith who learn in sincerity. It's your brother, Kanan. This will be a quick hit, and what you're looking at is a depiction, a picture of the true all power, call halal, all power, Yahweh Shai. Okay, right there, which is a so-called African-American, so-called black man, so-called because we know he's a Judite, okay, from Judah, all right, of the 12 tribes, not the one, not no ish behind it. And what did you see him doing right here? Beating down the imposter who supposedly call all. If I'm pronouncing that right, Superman, the fake, the imposter, because the only Superman that will ever run this universe is Yahweh Shai, why the hopeful election, the 144,000, okay? And then ultimately the 1/3, all right, of Yasharallah, okay? And then in the kingdom, all of Yasharallah. But the government starts with Yahweh Shai, King David, and the 144,000, okay? Now, If you ain't living under a rock, you know by now spiritual Babylon is going all the way off the hinges to prove to you that these scriptures are real, okay? So we're going to start off with Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9. And the things that have been already, because everything was predetermined. This was written from Yahweh, okay? And played out through his son and his chosen, Yahweh Shai, and the elect, and ultimately even the enemy, Esau, okay, has his part in all of this. The things that have been it is that which shall be, and that which is done is which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Nothing. None of this man's plot is coming to Yahweh by surprise. Yahweh is not in the heavens like, oh shit, Esau pulled out a new trick. No, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai gave all the necessary utensils. Let's get to it right now. Let's get to it right now. All right. Because once again, he is not going to be pulled out of power by another Edomite, meaning the Russians or whatever. He's not going to be pulled out of power through Moab or Ammon, your Chinese or Japanese. Definitely not through Ham, funky ass, supposedly in Africans. No, it's going to take Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai to establish his kingdom, reestablish his kingdom. That's what we looking at. The beatdown of the imposter by the real. Okay, let's get it. This is the book of Romans. Because this man is way beyond too far. He's passed out of bounds. Romans 9 and 12. It was said unto her, who is her? Rebecca, okay? The elder shall serve the younger. Who was the elder? Esau, who was the younger? Jacob, their twin brothers. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated, okay? All right, now we're going to skip down. We're going to go straight to the source of it. 21. Have not the potter the power over the clay? Who is the potter? The ultimate creator of this world, Yahweh. He exists, he be. Okay? Of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor. Who was that vessel unto honor? Even though we don't always show it, we are. Jacob, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, the 12 tribes, okay? Not number, once again, not no 1.5, not no ish people and Levy. No, where are the 12 tribes, you idiots? All right, we done with your faking, man. And another unto dishonor. Who would that dishonor vessel be? Listen, let me get that again. Have not the potter power over the clay, of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor. So your honorable vessel being Jacob, Israel, Yasharallah, your dishonor being Esau, Edom, okay? His people led by who? Amalek, okay? The least of the flock, all right? What if Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai willing to show his wrath, not his meekness and his kindness, his wrath, and to make his power known, which he did when he led the Israelites out of Egypt through Moses, okay? And through ultimately the chariot, Yahweh Shai. He showed his power, his might. He made his name famous. This time, how much more? This is the grand finale. Okay, endureth with much long suffering the vessel of wrath fitted for destruction. Now let's get it. Now once again, you got these people being exposed through these scriptures, through the prophets, starting with the apostles. All right, what is Pete Hegseth's favorite word? FAF, and that's what I'm gonna name this. EFAF. E gonna fuck around and find out. Okay, E gonna fuck around and find out when he get taken out. They know what AI, they know what I3 Atlas is, and they playing with the people. Oh, it's a comet, but it changed shapes, it changed directions, it changed speeds, it changes. That's right. You know what it is. Okay? So this whole Secretary of Defense slash Secretary of War now, even though it's not even a legalized name, that's what they want you to see. War. What is it? Strength out of war, peace out of war. Okay, so let's get it. Where would this mentality come from? Let's hop straight to it. In the book of Genesis 27 and 38. And Esau said unto his father, have thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, can even me also. Okay, what was that one blessing? That one blessing was given to Jacob, heaven. Okay, heaven given to you, the 12 tribes. Okay, oh, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Father, oh, the mighty warrior Esau, the hunter, lifted up his voice and wept. Father, please. And Isaac, his father, who is Yahweh Shai, if you can receive this through reincarnation, Yahweh Shai, okay, who Abraham went to offer, and Yahweh said, no, stop. I'm pleased with the thought that you even was loyal enough to carry this act out, and he did not have to sacrifice Isaac. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. What is the dwelling? This earth. And of the dew of heaven from above. What is the dew? The remnant. Okay, so you get the leftovers of heaven, which are playing out right now. Okay, and by thy sword shall thy live. Go back to Pete Hegseth. Oh, racist ass bastard. Oh, openly fugazi racist. It's all good though. It's all good, because so are we. But we're doing it through righteousness, through the commands of our Father. You're doing it this through the pure hate. Okay, the fact that you don't have that, you don't have the blessing. You don't have heaven. You have your blessing right now, the sword. So from the Secretary of Defense to Secretary of War. Okay, we will do this, and he's using the word violently. What is that word he's using? He's basically saying through violence we shall conquer, and we will have peace through violence. Okay, Secretary of War, they gotta be the aggressors now. And by thy sword shall thy live, and shall serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, which he does right now, going all the back to Alexander the Greek, Alexander the who you call the great, who we call the creep. Okay, the evils was increased upon this earth when he took leadership. Okay, and their way of rulership is come through all the way to this day. That Roman, that Athens, that Greek mentality of rulership. Okay, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated what? Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. Yes, once again, we the so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, who are we truly? Yasharallah, he Prince of Power, will receive heaven. And Esau said in his heart, in his mind, the day of mourning for my father are at hand, then shall I slay my brother Jacob. All right, you look up and find out who those Venezuelans is. Okay, who the so-called Mexicans are, who his main target is, even though he mainly beasts with himself for power to conquer this earth. His hatred and his beef is towards you, Jacob, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics. You can't get around it. We are in the Holocaust every day. While they try to use that funky ass word, we are living it every fucking day. Okay? Now, back to this. Romans 9:22. What if Yahweh Shem Shai, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endureth with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? Now let's get this. Because we in those Revelations 13 and 11 and Salakia and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. Well, you got to be woke to hear this. Not sleep woke. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. What's captivity? Colonizing. That's what they've always done. You're British, you're Americans. That's what they've always done. Colonize. Take what doesn't belong to them. What is this about now? The oil, the gold, their resources. Venezuela's resources. They're just openly bragging about it. They're not doing it right. We're gonna do it right. We're gonna protect America by stealing Venezuela. By taking Venezuela, and we will protect our access. Okay, he that leadeth into captivity. What happened to Judah? What happened to the northern tribe? We was put in those chains. Okay, those fitted chains. All right, and the mask put on our face. Okay. All right, led into captivity. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword. What is the sword? The blessing. What is PKXX doing? Blowing up fishing boats, blowing up, kidnapping world leaders, just blowing them up, and bragging about it. DJ Trump, blood all on his hands, all the way from the P word that they done with these children, all the way to the how you see in open sight, just hitting buttons and blowing up. They play Call of Duty. Okay, and I don't even say Call of Duty because Call of Duty is warfare. They play Grand Theft Auto. They just go after the innocent, and not the innocent, but they go after the helpless. Okay, not people who can throw rock for rock. You see, they're not touching China. You see, they're not touching Russia. They touching everything else. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword, as Haman. Them 50 gallows from the book of Esther. You read about it. How he tried to go after Malachi, but it backfired. Okay? Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. Now here we go. 11. And behold, another beast coming up out the earth. And he had 2 horns like a lamb. Okay? That's that wolf in lamb's clothing. Okay, in sheep clothing, and spoke as a dragon. And that's what you're hearing today. I'm going to give you one definition. No longer the Secretary of defense meaning defend our country, defend our territory. Now, Secretary of War, meaning we are the aggressors. Okay, now it's time to use blood to conquer what we want to. Okay, but here is the outcome to this. And this was a quick hit. That's once again why I came with this, because this will end with, we'll get that, Baba Kasha. I'm running short on time, but we're going to get that. Right now, let's get to this Isaiah 19. And 1. Behold, the burden of Egypt. This is spiritual Egypt. United Snakes of America. Just take my word for it. Behold, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua rideth upon a swift cloud once again. Those chariots, once again, they know what, oh my goodness. And right now they're painting the sky. As I do this lesson, they paint the sky with all kind of pentagrams and everything. This devil needs to be stopped, and Yahweh Bashem Yahshua will stop him. They know what that AI Atlas is. That I3 Atlas. They know that ain't no goddamn comet. Switching colors, shapes, sizes, going in different directions, speed, you name it. It's done it all to prove to you that, hey, once again, behold, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua ride up upon a swift cloud. You call them UFOs, UAPs, we call them the chariots, because that's what the Bible say they are. And shall come up into Egypt, into spiritual Babylon, spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? And the idols, the empty vessels, the empty lifeless gods that you serve to this day, the bullshit holidays, all of that shit of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the mind of Egypt shall melt in the midst thereof. And I shall set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. Okay, we know that today is Edom on Edom crime, white on white crime. And they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Okay, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail. And once again, this is Edom. Okay, shall fail in the midst thereof. And I will destroy the council. What's the council? The government, making them idiots, led by DJ Trump, his stupid ass, goofy ass. And they shall, PK said, all of them, just goofy, with no wisdom. Okay, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers, which a World Economic Forum, the which I got receipts, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards, and none of them will be able to save them in this day. Okay, because it is not the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, we're gonna be wrapping this up, but first I'm gonna grab this Obadiah. Okay. 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, and I got to go up one. The pride of thy heart. This is 3, Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thy heart. That's who? That's being shown forth right now. Top from DJ Trump all the way through the whole council. They think they can do no wrong. Shit on every nation and take what they want and plunder. Okay, the pride of thy heart. What does pride do? Go right before destruction. The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rocks, whose inhabitations is high, that saith in thy heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Okay, that's how they feeling. Hey, they houses will go on forever, is what's written in their mind. Okay, all right, skipping down to 6, verse 6. How are the things of Esau sought out? How are his hidden things sought up? Okay, first of all, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushua gave it to the prophets, Amos 3 and 7. He declared this to us to proclaim. Then all of a sudden, the information that we have at the touch of our fingertips through these devices, okay? We're able to come across this information. All the men of Confederacy, who are you in league with, have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. And that's once again the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to leave these men dumb and blind. Okay, because if the blind lead the blind, they both fall into a ditch. And that's where this is ultimately headed. Okay, shall not in that day, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, even destroy the wise men out of Edom. Once again, a people. Before a place of people, the self-proclaimed white man, and the understanding out the mount of Esau. What is the mount of Esau? Their governments, all of them. Okay, your United States of America, Canada, you name it, Russia. They're all, even Ukraine. These are all the little hatters, Amalek. That's who the Lord is destroying their wise men out of. And the mighty man Otiman shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of Mount Esau shall be cut off by slaughter, by slaughter. For the violence against thy brother Jacob, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, continuously to this day, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Okay? And I got one more for you. Isaiah 19 and 1. Salakia. Isaiah 63 and 1. Who is that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. Once again, those chariots, and not unknown, we know who they are. The prophets know, and the elite know. I that speaketh in righteously, mighty to save, Yahweh Shai. That's his name. Yah, he, Hawashai, delivered salvation. Wherefore art thou red in thy apparel, and thy garments like him that trideth in the wine fat. What is the wine fat? When you stomp on the grapes to deliver that juice, that wine. Okay, this is the only time you're going to see me use red highlight. I have trodden the winepress alone, who was I, Yahweh Shai, and of the people there was none with me, for I will tread them in my anger. Now I thought the Lord loved everybody and has no enemies, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments. I will stain all my remnant, for the day of vengeance is in my heart, in Yahweh Shai's mind, and the year of my redeemed is come. And we pray that be this year, sooner than later. Baba Kashai, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Shalak, sin, Mashapatium, judgment, La to call all Idumea, Baba Kasha, Baba Kasha, Baba Kasha. That is sin punishment to all Edom, so-called white man. Please, Father, please. And with that, I pray that this was edifying. Shalom.